Hey, welcome back to youtube.com/snapbolt. My name's Max, and I'm here with some more Kaldheim testing, another Pauper League, and I'm playing Blue Red Faeries with some new updates, and I'll go over those in a second. But first, my channel on YouTube is youtube.com/snapbolt, and go check it out. A lot of good Pauper videos on there that I've been making recently, but a lot of other formats as well. I play Limited, Modern, Legacy, everything. So go check out my channel, give me a like, subscribe, I'd appreciate that. With that being said, let's get right into this deck. This deck is sick, and I think this is going to be a strong deck. I think this is going to be probably just like the strongest quote-unquote brew I have with new Kaldheim cards, and we'll get into what we're playing right now. So this is a Blue-Red Fairies shell, and the new cards that we're playing is this new Volatile Fjord, and it's just a blue-red tap land, but it's basic land type island and mountain, which is pretty key. One, it's a snow land, which is pretty sick. Works with Skred, so we can have a duel that also works with Skred, which is really nice. But on top of that, it's also land type island, so now you can play all these duels in this deck, and then it still works with Spire Golem. Because typically this was only a mono blue card, but it was one of my favorite cards actually in mono blue. And I'm really excited to try it here because now you only have to play one mountain and you still have 9 red sources in the deck. But typically, like let's say your hand is Volatile for, I don't know how to say that, Fjord, whatever, dual plus island, Ash Barrens. You don't even necessarily need to Ash Barrens for mountain and put a mountain into play. You can just Ash Barrens for another island, and then your 4 land drops will all be islands. So if you ever naturally draw one of these, you never need to get mountain. But if you draw just like island, Ash Barrens, yeah, you might need to get mountain. But even then, it's not the end of the world because these are still just really good. Typically, the deck used to play like 3 or 4 Evolving Wilds and then 2 mountains. But the problem with that is you have all these ways to search up your mountains so your mana can like consistency isn't that bad. But then you have only 2 actual mountains. So if they're playing like land destruction or something, it can be annoying. Like they blow up one of your mountains, then you're like, oh, shoot, I only have one more. If I get it and they blow it up, I just can never cast a red spell again. But now you have 5 actual lands that produce red, so your mana is just going to be way better. Just the overall, if you haven't seen this deck, this is one of the popular Pauper decks. You're basically just a Ninja of the Deep Hours deck. Combos really nicely with Spellstutter Sprite because you bring that back to your hand. Also combos really well with Augur of Bolas and Faerie Seer. So that's the main package of your creatures. I added Spire Golem, which again I think is going to be really good. We'll see. And that's our creature suite. We have 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain. So this deck used to play 4 Brainstorm, especially when Monarchy was more important, but I'm not playing any Monarchy cards in this list actually. And I think the switch back to Ponder is better because you don't have as many shuffle effects. Yeah, Ponder's still good with shuffles, but I think I want to play 4 of the duel for sure. And I think Ponder is good because you can just ponder, and then if you don't like any of the cards, you can just shuffle on its own, where with Brainstorm, you can get Brainstorm locked. So I like 4 Ponder, 4 Preordain, 4 Bolt, 4 Skred, the full 8 burn spells for 1 mana. I like that. 4 Counterspell, of course, as the other interaction card. And the other new card we're trying out is Behold the Multiverse. I think this card is going to be pretty good. It might be a little too clunky, but again, I think it's going to be good. 4 mana instant, scry 2, draw 2. Okay, but it has Foretell. So for 2 mana on your turn, you can just put it face down, and then later you can foretell it for 2 mana, and essentially cast it for 2. So you can foretell it for 2, and then later cast it for 2. This might sound like the same amount, but it's not. Foretell, when you can pay 2 mana over 2 separate turns, it's a lot better than paying 4 at once. Because let's say I like want to play an Augur of Bolas, and I can leave up Counterspell. Okay, this resolves. Now I can just foretell this or something, and then later I can even leave up Counterspell. And then if I don't need to counter anything, I can Behold the Multiverse. So the foretell is actually going to be huge. Another thing I really like about the foretell is if we're against another blue deck and they're like, okay, leave up Spellstutter or Counterspell, go. I'm like, okay, on my turn, just foretell, go. Don't want to cast any spells. And then they just left up mana, and then I got to foretell and still spend mana that they can't counter. So that's pretty nice. And that's the deck. I mean, the deck is gonna be great. This deck is solid. This is the tier 1 deck. And I'm excited to try Spire Golem with these new lands. It's gonna be sick. Sideboard, I changed a couple things, not too much. We're down to one Sandstorm rather than two. Walls is still good, but at least we have 8 1-mana burn spells that kill most of their walls. 3 Hydroblast effects. Maybe should be 4. I would probably have to cut a Gorilla Shaman if I wanted the 4th one. The real change in the board, I mean, yeah, 4 Pyroblast, but the real change in the board is 2 Relic of Progenitus. I think it's just good against Tron, and I think it's also just like, as annoying as it is, the Cycle Storm deck can just like kind of get you at times, but having a couple relics really shuts them down pretty hard. And it just deals with other random stuff. Like I said, it's good against Tron and maybe against like other like Gurmag Angler decks and stuff. We can just bring in relics. Or, who knows? I mean, this card is just a good card. It's a little bit narrow in Pauper, but when it's good, it's going to be really good. So anyway, let's just get right into round 1. I'll see you there. All right, welcome to round 1. Hand's not great, but it's fine. What am I leading on turn 1? Maybe just tap land? We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna just get a red source into play. I can bolt this, and I can just leave up Counterspell on turn 2. Land is not a good draw there. So we might be up against just like a Utopia Sprawl, RL, maybe green-red. This might be land destruction. Okay, Wild Growth, itself. Maybe they meant to Wild Growth here? No, they just don't have any other plays. Okay. I'm going to make an interesting play, actually, because they didn't do anything that turn, but they could Boarding Party next turn. I guess I could just bolt this and play a tap land. I could also just leave up Counterspell, and then if they don't do anything, bolt the Arbor Elf. It's close. This does make 2 mana and hit me for 1. They have 2 cards in hand. They separated these out, which is interesting. Drawing land there is bad. So I could just play tap land and bolt this. And then next turn I get to go Fairies here with Counterspell up. Alright. I mean, maybe I get got by something, but they cannot, if I bolt this, they can't Boarding Party or Dino this turn. So that kind of buys me time. If they played like a Monarch card here, that'd be worst case. Alright, Moonville Acid Moss is okay. I don't really care about that. I can just take a turn off playing Fairy Seer and leave up counter. See, this is what I'm talking about. Now we have 5 quote-unquote hard red sources in the deck. And it's just a lot nicer than only having 2. Because if they just blew up, like, let's say one of our red sources and we only have 1 left, now we have to actually counter land destruction spells. So, this is a Boarding Party for sure. Hopefully they just hit a Wild Growth. That's what you always hope for. They don't want to go for Boarding Party? They're not going to cast Boarding Party? That's weird. Let's just get Island and then also get Mountain. And then I'm just going to play Island, Faerie Seer. Just got the Mountain just to play later. Bolt is fine. Not going to play Augur yet because I still want to leave up Counterspell. These actually aren't great. Faerie Seer just doesn't counter that many of their cards. Most of their cards are more expensive. If I'm able to snag something with Spellstutter, obviously it's good. But I think I'm just going to bottom and try to get more impactful cards. Like I want to find ninjas, I want to find more counter spells. So Behold the Multiverse would be good. Alright, that would have been a nice one to Spellstutter Sprite, but we wouldn't have had it yet anyway. This is just green-red Ponza for sure. If they blow up another land, I think I just let it resolve. I have a lot of lands. Skred, okay. Now I think I hold the mountain still, because if I draw Spire Golem, I want more islands. And then I think I'll just start by attacking, actually. Just go land, attack, play Augur, leave up duel plus island. Is this how you say it? Fjord? I don't know. Fjord. Fjord. I'm just gonna call it Fjord. Hit for 1, play Augur. We have 22 instants and sorceries in the deck, so I think we hit like 73% of the time or something. That's just a guess. I could look at the math, but whatever. We hit like about a quarter or 3/4 of the time. This is a dino. Okay. Let's see what they cascade into. And I can always Skred the dino, so I might not even want to counter it. Ooh, this is interesting. What I can do, I was going to say this is kind of a greedy play, but it's actually not. I really like this play. I'm going to let Entourage resolve. They get the Monarch for 1 turn, and then I'm going to Counterspell the dino, and I'm going to Skred the Entourage. Then I attack, take the Monarchy, even have a blocker and a burn spell up. Yeah, if they cast this could be really bad for them. So I'm going to let this resolve. I'm going to Counterspell this. And then they're the Monarch. They get to draw 1 card, sure. But now I get to go Skred this. Oh, and we drew Ninja as well? Nice. So now I go Skred this. Do I want to play land? I guess I'll play land. Skred this. Let's see. I think I'm going to attack with both. I'm going to Ninja back Augur and then replay Augur. And I won't have Counterspell up, but I'm unlikely to draw Counterspell anyway. I guess I could have left back Faerie Seer as a blocker, but I think this is fine. Because then I get another Ninja trigger here. So if they like go, let's say, Boarding Party into Lightning Bolt, they could take the Monarch back, but that's not even that big of a problem, miss on Augur, because then we can most likely just take the Monarch back again. So yeah, this is looking good. Bunch of bolts, great draws. They play a land destruction spell, I just don't really care. Another dino. So as long as it's not into Boarding Party here. Oh, bolt into Boarding Party. What was that? They could have bolted this and taken the Monarch. But now I'm just not going to let them take the Monarch. I'm just going to chump. They get another dino here. So they're grinding, but again, now I have the Monarch. Just gonna chump. Like they could have bolted this. I guess they just really wanted to deal with Ninja. Yeah, I don't want to let them take the Monarch here. I think that's worth letting Augur go. I can Skred the dino, so as long as their Cascade isn't like insane here. Another Lightning Bolt, jeez. Just lead on Preordain. So Spire Golem costs 2 mana. I feel like that probably is good enough. It just blocks this. They have another dino in hand, but yeah, I feel like both of these are good enough. Let's just go top. Then let's just bolt this right now. Play Spire Golem. I could attack for 1. It could be safer to have an extra blocker back, just in case. I'm just not going to deal the 1. As long as I hold on to the Monarchy, I should win this game. Even if they go Dino into Boarding Party into Land Destruction spell, I should be able to beat that. And they look like the straight red-green version, so I'm not scared of Mole Drifters. They tap 1 extra mana for some reason, but okay. Oh, they want to float the red, that's why. Okay, that makes sense, actually. Let's see what they hit. Another Fierce Empath. Okay, they're chaining, but again, I'm beating this as is, so I'm not worried. If they have Lightning Bolt, they have to play it now, so they can't. I can still block with Spire Golem safely. I actually only have 5 snow permanents right now, so I can barely kill a dino, but at least I can. They got another dino. Oh, they're bolting this. Okay. Resolves. They can't attack, and then I just Skred this now. I can double bolt the next dino if I have to. But I have a Preordain, I draw an extra card. Hopefully I can find a counterspell. Ninja. I mean, I kind of like Ninja and Island here. It allows me to play my Spire Golem for 1 mana. I don't know if that's relevant. Let's think about this. If I leave Ninja on top and draw it, then I attack, and for 2 mana, Ninja. Then it costs me 2 more to replay. I'm just going to go top, top. I actually want more mana. Now I'll just attack, put in Ninja. I'm not going to leave up double bolt here. And then I'm going to draw Island, cast Preordain, and recast Spire Golem. Oh shit, they can double. Oh no, I was thinking this is a ninja already. Yeah, I was thinking they could double walk a ninja, but that's only in the future. Not worried about that. So we know they have 1 more dino in hand. We've already dealt with 2 dinos, an entourage, a boarding party, a couple bolts. So looking good. They usually only have 2 Fierce Empath as well. Yeah, more lands seems fine here. Opponent is not giving us priority to Ninja yet for some reason. About even on time with the opponent. This matchup should not come down to time, but I think this is a pretty good matchup for us. Can even bring in the Hydroblasts because they're good against this. They can counter bolts. They're going to bring in Pyroblast most likely. But yeah, Spire Golem's sweet. It's hard to kill. Doesn't die to Lightning Bolt. It was a 2 mana 2/4 flyer. Now a 1 mana 1/4 flyer or 2/4 flyer. It's good. Opponent is still not making any action. I'll give them a couple more seconds, and if they don't pass priority to us, I'm going to just pause the recording for a second. All right, looks like opponent passed priority back to us. And then I just tap these 2, ninja this, draw island. Then go play island, play Preordain, bottom, bottom. Another ninja is actually good. And then we'll just play Spire Golem, leave up Bolt. There's the counterspell. Okay. If I had drawn counterspell, I could have considered to not play Spire Golem, but yeah, this is good. If they hit boarding party here, they could potentially take the Monarch, but I have a Bolt, so they'd have to attack with everything. Utopia Sprawl, okay. Well, I can double bolt this if I have to. It's going to be interesting if they actually play a Lightning Bolt right now on Spire Golem. I guess they'd probably just kill Ninja. Are they going to attack with both to try to take the Monarchy? Yeah. All right, I'm going to just bolt 1. I'm not that scared of Dino. Block here. And then before damage, I'm going to Lightning Bolt, I think it's worth. I can even just attack with Ninja and then trade Ninja plus Lightning Bolt for Dino. It's not ideal, but might be what I do, depending on what I draw here. Yeah, I think I like that. I've fought through a lot of Cascade already, and if they 2-for-1 me here, and I think it's okay. They can't really take a hit from Ninja, and I get to Ninja again on Spire Golem, so I like it. They can block Spire Golem also and trade Spire Golem plus Bolt for Dino. But this play doesn't look great, but I think it's right. They haven't drawn any Bonders ornaments yet, which is kind of brutal for them. They kind of need that card to really keep up. Opponent really taking their time. guess they're deciding what to do. Like, well, maybe they're thinking, why would I make this attack? This is a good learning situation. Like, I'm attacking with Spire Golem and Ninja here. As the opponent, you should know 100% that I don't have Skred, because obviously I would just Skred this. And I can't draw any more cards right now. So you should know that I have Lightning Bolt right now. So I'll just start by Ninja on Spire Golem. Let the damage happen. And then I can bolt this in a second. Let's just see what I draw. Another island is not good, but it's okay. Just, oh, I didn't need to tap a land. That's actually really bad. I thought I had one less island. Forgot I played one last turn. So now I don't have both of these up. Most likely won't cost me, but it could. Another Spire Golem, sweet. Just miscounted my mana there. Bonder's Ornament. Yeah, I don't want them to draw 2 cards forever. Just counter it. Probably would have spellstuttered that, but it's not that big of a deal. Okay, Bonder's Ornament. Now the clock is real, but I still have Ninja going plus Monarchy. So they have to spend 4 mana to draw a card, and I'm already drawing 3 per turn. And now I have a pretty fast clock. That was a bad mistake, tapping the land before the Spire Golem, but like I said, I think we'll be fine. Okay, so it's just attack first. Maybe we draw a Fjord we want to play. We do. Spire Golem, and pass the turn, hopefully draw Counterspell. Behold the Multiverse would be good too. Haven't found a Behold in the top half of our deck yet. They're just gonna, they're gonna Bonders or boarding party here. Drawing the Ponder was really nice. I guess they could hit an Entourage of Trust here would be bad for me. Another Bonder's Ornament's also kind of bad for me. But that's something I can beat. Like, are they gonna go no attack with boarding party? That'd be interesting. Yeah, they have to attack. I think I'm just gonna chump with Spellstutter Sprite. I don't think there's a reason I need to keep the Spellstutter Sprite around. How many bolts have we used? 3 or all 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no bolts left in the deck. Good to know. Yeah, I'm gonna just flash this in, chump. I have 6 damage of attackers. I have a Ponder. I guess I could keep this around, but I don't want them to take the Monarch here, and I'd rather just chump. They can draw an extra card. Looks like that's what they're going to do right now, so they can have 6. I don't think we can win on our turn, actually, but we can find good interaction to win. Just to, like, lock up the game, basically. And we put them to 2. So, looking good. Oh, Arbor. Okay. For some reason, I thought they had... I miscounted again. Wow. I thought they had 1 fewer mana than... I guess I didn't realize they had 4 mana plus another Bonder's Ornament. But I still would have Spellstutter blocked there, so it doesn't affect my play, I don't think. Skred. Okay. I can Skred the Arbor Elf. Let's just lead on Ponder. I mean, this is great, right? I'm just going to draw the Ninja now and then the Augur, and then just play Augur. I think I just Skred this, just so I get an extra card for sure. And then I also get to play Augur. They're going to have to find something really good to get out of this. Another thing I didn't really mention is what you can see here is Spire Golem plus Ninja It lagged for a second, and I was like, oh, did I misclick? Spire Golem plus Ninja is actually a really nice combo once you get like to the mid to late game, because you can just play Spire Golems for 0 mana or on the cheap at least, and that should do it. Wow, I'm lagging here. Interesting. Skred is perfect, but yeah, we drew a good portion of our deck down to 22 cards in library, and we have not drawn Behold the Multiverse yet. From the way our opening hand look, our draw has gone well. I think this deck is sweet. Okay, they concede. I want to make sure. Yeah, I was like, do we have these in our deck? Did I submit like the wrong version of the deck? But no. I think we just want these. Don't think I want Swirling Sandstorm or Cannonade. This actually isn't bad. Maybe I bring this in? I don't know if I typically do. Just the fact that it's 4 mana. It kills all their stuff though, right? Kills literally every single one of their creatures. Alright, let's do it. I don't think I want Gorilla Shaman to try to 7 mana kill a Bonder's Ornament. This is more just like a really, really strong hate card for Affinity. We don't really have any abrades or anything like that in the 75 right now. Alright, so we bring in 4 cards. We need to decide what to take out. I want to keep all the bolts and Skreds in for sure. I think Spellstutter Sprite is actually not very good. Most of their spells are going to be more expensive. That being said, it can still counter Utopia Sprawls, Wild Growths, Arbor Elves, Pyroblast, Lightning Bolts. But it can't counter a lot of the important stuff like Boarding Party, Dino, Bonder's Ornaments, even tough, stuff like that. I think I want to just kind of be like the more controlling deck here. I think I can even do this, go down. I like to side out ninjas sometimes when they have like a lot of good blockers for it or a lot of good interaction. Maybe that's wrong. I could take out 1 Spire Golem. It's just not that fast of a clock in this matchup. Maybe it is more important just to get like ninjas and cards going in this matchup rather than Spire Golem and their land destruction. So they can take my island count down. That being said, it still doesn't die to Bolt. I think I'll just side out 1 Faerie Seer Steel. This card is just like overall not as strong as other options, but I like bringing in all the blue blasts. I usually like to do, if I'm on like 3 blue blast effects, I like to do 2 Hydroblast, 1 blue blast, but I guess I registered the reverse here. Doesn't matter though. I like to do a split just because. I mean, Hydroblast is technically better because you can cast it on things that aren't red, but yeah, doesn't matter. Sand's great. The snow duels are just looking so good. The fact that I get to play a duel, I can Skred later and have double blue up on turn 2, and this counts towards Skred is what I should say. Solid. A really nice interaction with these lands. I'm going to play this before Preordain, I think. Just going to wait till like turn 3 to Preordain because I want to be able to have the option to Skred. Ooh, maybe this is wrong because if they play like a Stone Rain or a Thermokarst here, I lose my red source. Where if I just Preordained on turn 1, it might have been better. Well, it looks like that's not the case. Looks like they have like a similar draw to last game. Bonder's Ornament. Okay, that's bad for me. Definitely bad for me. I think I'm going to make kind of a similar play. Just take them down on mana. They can go land and just draw a card off Bonder's Ornament, which is not ideal, but I like getting these tap lands out of the way. For 5 mana, the worst thing they could do would be play Entourage here, take the Monarch. But I don't even, a lot of times they side that out. It's pretty risky to have that card in your deck, as we saw in game 1. Okay, Acid Moss. That's bad, but beatable. Land go, leave up counter. The problem is now they can start drawing 2 cards a turn with Bonder's Ornament. Dino. Okay, well, I'm probably going to have to just counterspell that. Do not care about Lightning Bolt, though. You always wait till the Cascade resolves to counter whichever spell you want. You don't need to respond to the Cascade trigger. All right, just going to Preordain. Yeah, top these, sure. Pass. We're going to have to find some pressure at some point, but I think Counterspell is still good enough. Sucks we can't really answer this. I wish we did have some upgrades in the 75. Kind of brutal that we do not. Oh, I should have also put like a Bonder's Ornament or 2 in the sideboard. Meant to do that. I think that's actually pretty good for like the slower matchups. Or when they have Bonder's Ornament, if you have one too, it kind of turns off theirs from being activated. All right, we'll just Preordain here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just top. I can use Spellstutter to counter a Pyroblast. I can play Spire Golem for the cheap. Maybe I just bottom this Spellstutter and top the Spire Golem. Spire Golem seems good. Now I just have Bolt, Skred, either Bolt or Skred and Counterspell up here. They're just drawing a card, sure. They drew land, okay. Land is actually fine. Now I have double counter up or some removal spells. I like this card. Now, if we draw Ninja, it's really good. What would I take out of the sideboard for a Bonder's Ornament, though? Maybe just one Gorilla Shaman. Put one Bonder's Ornament. I like that. Thermokar's my red source. It's annoying that I kind of have to counter this. I like to save counter spells, but I also want to be able to cast my red spells that I have right now. Are they just going to draw? Sure. They're eventually going to draw into more Cascade spells. Brutal. Could have just let that go, but didn't want to. Island is pretty much the worst possible draw. I think I'm just going to play it. We're kind of getting outgrinded by this Bonder's Ornament here. I played the tap lands. Oh no, they played turn 2 Bonder's Ornament, so they played turn 2 Ornament on the play. We couldn't have countered it. Draw. Yep. Man, they're outdrawing us and we're a blue deck. It's embarrassing. Another Bonder's Ornament. It's actually really bad for us. We need Ninja like this turn. They can't activate it this turn yet. Okay, that's good. Ninja. Left all 4 in the deck. Oh, don't Pyroblast me. Come on. Don't do it, opponent. Don't even think about it. All right. Well, we found the Ninja, so I think this has to be good enough. So we'll just draw Ninja into Faerie Seer and then we'll bottom the island. I need to keep the Ninja on top, obviously. If they have a Lightning Bolt here, that's brutal, but still a Ninja into another 1/1, and I get to scry the land to the bottom, look at another card. It's not like the best possible ponder, but at least we found Ninja and a reasonable card. Like Ninja Island would have been worse. Not even sure if we could have kept that, but this I think we can keep. If they have Bolt for this Ninja too, it's also really bad. I feel like they have something, like whether it's Pyroblast or Bolt. Like they're taking a long time on every stop. Like maybe I was supposed to just let those thermokarsts go. Oh, they do have Bolt. Yep. Now we're just drawing fairies here next turn. Not feeling good about this game. At least we get to bottom the land after the Faerie Seer, but now they're drawing 3 cards per turn. Like we are not going to be able to keep up with that now that we do not have Ninja going. I needed them to have like just a land in hand there and not the Lightning Bolt, but it was pretty obvious they had it. I'm just going to try to play fast and get even farther ahead on time. And just like, I think on Magic Online that clock is part of the game. So you got to utilize your clock well. So if the opponent's not managing their clock well, I don't think it's BM or like bad gameplay to make them like kill you, make them use more time, especially if they're playing really slow. Because I mean, a chess clock is something you have to manage. It's part of the game. Third Bonder's Ornament. Okay. We don't really have a turn here. I wonder if they sided out like some of their expensive cards like Dino or something. The fact that they're just drawing infinite here though is rough. Have to top the Ninja. And just pass the turn. They're going to have to pick up the pace for game 3. Because I think we're losing this game. Boarding party, okay. We can Lightning Bolt that into Arbor Elf. That doesn't really do much. I'm definitely going to bolt this. Cycle Ash Barrens right now. Interesting. Get another mountain. You got it. It's interesting that they're also not playing the tap Snowland. I think it's probably good in that deck because you have the tap land, which kind of sucks, but it's a land that you can put Utopia Sprawl on, and it's a color fixer, so it makes your mana better. Even though it makes you a little bit slower, I feel like it's worth it. Right, we just Lightning Bolt that out of there, and then I Ninja back a Faerie Seer. The problem is the card on top is another island after that, right? Or no, it's not. I bottomed. Okay. Don't need to Skred the Arbor Elf, really. They can draw 1 card here. I know Arbor Elf gives them more mana to draw even more cards, but I don't think I can use a Skred on it. I just don't think that's good. We have to hope they don't have Bolt. Looks like they do. Oh, Pyroblast, yeah. Faerie Seer. Scry 2. Jeez. Now they draw another card. And they're down to 7.5 minutes. I mean, these games have been just kind of long. Like, I'm down to 12.5 minutes too. But being really far ahead on time always feels good. They play a free Sprawl. They have like infinite mana now. And they're kind of going off with Arbor Elf plus make a ton of mana. 10 mana. They're just adding a bunch of mana, then drawing. I mean, they should just tap, draw, and then untap if they want. Okay, Thermokarst. They're going to kill this. I have to float red. This is an interesting play, too, that you can do. Float red mana, let this resolve, and then use the red mana to Skred this. We're just fighting, doing what we can here. Now I can just have 6. I wanted to run like 2 Monarch cards in this deck too, to get that engine going, but I just didn't really like have room because I wanted a lot of spells for Augur too, and I wanted to test Spire Golem. Wow, that's scary. This card is pretty sick. I want to play with it more, for sure. Like, even one Bonder's Ornament in the main deck of this deck wouldn't be that bad. Just gonna attack and keep the island in my hand. Could be better to play it, but whatever. I think I'm just gonna F6. I don't think they're playing around anything at this point. Okay. Well, they should definitely entourage here. I don't really have an answer to this dino. I got him down to 12 though. So this is a 5-mana 4/4. It can block up to one additional creature. And when it enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. So it is the sweet monarch one. But I wonder if the red 4-mana 5/2 is better than this. One, it has trample, so it's good at taking the monarch back. It's just a good aggressive card, and it costs 4 mana. So with Arbor Elf plus forests, like if your hand is forest, Utopia Sprawl, Arbor Elf, the 4-mana monarch card, you can turn to cast the 5/2 and take the monarch. So I can throw away a Spire Golem here to take the monarch. I think I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, they could just bolt this, but I'm so far behind that I think I have to like do something desperate. So let's do it here. They'll probably just block, kill my Spire Golem. If they have bolt, I lose. Oh wow, they're blocking here to play around bolt. Yeah, that doesn't make sense because I don't have red mana, so I'd have to have literally mountain plus lightning bolt in my hand. They have bolt, okay. Oh, they have red blast. Okay, well I get blown out, but again, I just went for a greedy play, and now I'm just going to keep F6ing basically, and just make them use another minute or two. All right, sorry, I had to pause for a second there. They just basically, I think what they do, they just played a wild growth and they're attacking. So I took off F6 just for a second. I'll just take the damage. Like, we're super, super dead here, but again, I'll just play it out. No reason not to. Hydroblast. Just pass the turn. Every time, like on Magic Online, like where I'm like, oh, I'll just concede. I don't care about like the clock. And then like a lot of times it seems like my opponent's able to kill me with like a minute left on the clock. If they attack with all of it, they would kill me here. But again, this is only game 2. Opponent's not managing their time. I'm not going to just bail them out by, yeah, I mean, they were going to win that game, but they had to use like 30 more seconds. And clock is like, you can take your clock to make good decisions, but you want to wait on, like, you want to like think about stuff as much as you can. And if you're not like using the clock as a way to pressure your opponent, I think you're just missing out. I know this is just a league and it's like whatever, there's not prizes, but I'm trying to practice, so I think it's part of the game. Yeah, this looks fine still. Looks good. I guess this is just a way to get out of it. Yeah, they're not necessarily going to have a huge board presence, but if I'm able to get like 2 dinos with this, or dino plus some 1/1s or something like that, I think it's worth it just to have access to one of. Let's go. This hand looks great. We don't have something to do with this ninja yet. Could even just lead Island Ponder. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, this is a way to get our ninjas going, so it looks great. Let's just go. I don't think it really matters. We're going to want to draw all of these. I'm going to turn 2 Spellstutter Sprite and then start ninjaing. Okay, they didn't play a turn 1 Arbor anyway. I'm just going to go Island Pass. If they play another 1-drop, I'll Spellstutter it. If they play a land destruction spell, I'll just Spellstutter it in response. Ooh, Fearsome Path, that's good, but I can beat that. I guess I'll just let them get whatever they want. They get Dino, okay. Just flash this in. Now I'm probably just going to ninja this back and play a tap land, a Fjord. I think what's going to be funniest if I'm saying this completely incorrectly, that'll be poggers, as the kids say. All right, so they kind of have to kill this. I have more where that came from though. Ooh, Spire Golem, let's go. Like, they don't have a crazy Arbor Elf draw here. They can Acid Moss here, I guess. That's good, but it's beatable. It's actually like a really cool draw from the opponent. They're ramping with their... Oh, okay, this is... They definitely have to have at least one duel, because this can get the dual land. So they definitely need some duels. I could bolt this, but then I don't really have anything up. So I think I'm just going to attack and let them chump if they want. And then I'm just going to go cycle Ash Barrens. I need to get my mountain here, I think. I could not expose it to a land destruction spell. They probably have another Acid Moss, actually. I'm going to make the weird play. No, I need to get it. I need to get it. It's going to make the weird play of getting Island for this Spire Golem, but I think I need to actually get Mountain here. I think it's just straight up better. Like, are they going to boarding party here? If they do, I need Mountain up. I'd like to Spellstutter though and get my second ninja going. Bonder's Ornament. Okay, I can't stop that, but I have a good, like, a lot of pressure going, so it's not actually that scary. Definitely just snap counter this. They have a Pyroblast. They're kind of under pressure from this and this. If they counter this, that's not that bad for me. Oh, they're going to bolt it? Really? Do they have another lightning bolt? Not yet. Maybe they're going to bolt it now. I think I go bolt this. Attack. Draw land. Nice. This costs 3 mana now. Can't play anything else. But next turn I can play this. They're down to 2 minutes and 2 cards in hand. This is a Dino that they have because we know they have Dino. Yep. Can't counter it. Okay, Entourage is scary, but beatable. This is actually pretty scary. Land? Nice, nice. That's huge. Now I can go land. Can't take the Monarch back here, unfortunately. I'm just going to Skred this now. Play Spire Golem for 2 mana. Pass the turn. I can double bolt something next turn, or I can just ninja back my Spire Golem. Thermokarst my red source. That's annoying. I'll float a red. If they want to play something else, main one, I can have bolt up at least. We'll just let this happen. Are they going to attack? I'm feeling favored in this game. I mean, this does not have reach. All right, they play Arbor Elf, they go down to 0 cards, they draw from Monarch, and they have 1/10 left on their clock. All right, I think I cycle this now. Just get another island, play it, attack and ninja, and then replay Spire Golem. I take the Monarch as well, which is nice. Draw. Okay. So now they could attack with Entourage, but that's not like the biggest deal. This looks like another Dino. Okay. We don't have second mountain for another Ash Barrens, which is actually something interesting. But I don't think I can run 2 mountains and play Spire Golems. That seems a little aggressive. I think I just take here. I like that. We get the Monarch, sure. I don't think they can kill me in 33 seconds. That'll be pretty impressive. They might be able to, but I don't think that's going to happen. They can't draw. Another Bonder's Ornament. Okay. 20 seconds. All right, let's cycle. Play Augur. We can get another Preordain or another Lightning Bolt. Just get a Preordain. Can't cast that many bolts anyway. Let's cast Preordain. I think just bottom on these. Draw another Ash Barrens, sure. I think I can even just attack with all here. Preordain. Bottom, top. Do I want to bolt the Arbor Elf right now? I don't think so. I might want to bolt Dino. They block. That's fine. I still get to take the Monarchy. Ooh, they're just not blocking with Dino. That's good for me because I can replay this. But again, we're going to win on time. I think we would probably be able to win this game anyway. But yeah, we're going to win on time, it looks like. I'm still feeling confident that we'd win anyway. Our board is huge. It's better than theirs. They can attack with Dino, but they ran out of time. Again, what are they going to do here? They can draw a card. They don't have that much mana left. Even if they like Dino'd into Boarding Party, I have Bolt in hand. I even have Behold the Multiverse, and I'm in control of the Monarch, so they kind of have to attack. They're at 11, and I have a lot of power down, so time was important. It mattered. It cost them the match, but I still think we would have won the match overall. This deck is seeming powerful. The Spire Golems were good there. I'm excited to test them out some more. I'll see you in round 2. All right, to round 2. I took a break for lunch. I'm back now, ready to battle. We're against Lindosa. Keep this hand. I think we've played this person before. I always forget like who's who and what's they're on just based on their username, but should try to get better at remembering that. Looks like we might be up against elves. Okay, just gonna leave up Spellstutter for sure here. It's just really nice to be able to Spellstutter something and then get Ninja going. All right, Vanguard. Well, I could just bolt that, or I could just counterspell it, but I think just bolting it is gonna be good. Because yeah, now I can just Spellstutter this, untap, bolt this, and Ninja. So I like it. I do like bolting this. That can get out of hand pretty quick. Another Ninja is also not bad. We're gonna bolt this. I think no reason not to just do it right now. And getting Spellstutter back in hand is also really nice. Another Counterspell is good too. If we draw more lands, Spire Golem is gonna be great. Priest is scary for sure. Birchlord. Okay, they're down to 2 cards. Ooh, Bolt is great. I'm gonna just start by attacking. They'd have to triple block, and even if they do, I kill their board. Yeah, they can't really block. I'm just gonna bolt Priest, and then leave up my counters. This is feeling pretty over. Can ponder for a land. I think that's a little bit greedy because if I just ponder and miss on lands, then I can't bolt and counterspell. And yeah, I'm likely to hit, but I think I'm so far ahead at this point that if I just wait, I think I'm gonna win. I can Spellstutter this, but I don't think I care about it really. They could double block my ninja, but I just don't want them to play a draw spell. So I'm just gonna let that resolve. Like if they play a draw spell here, oh, Spider Silk Armor. I actually have to counter this because don't forget it's +0/+1 and a reach. So I don't want all my stuff to get blocked and for them to have good blocks on Ninja. So I really like letting this resolve. They could play a Lead the Stampede, a Winding Way, or something else powerful that I'd rather counter. So all right, now let's just lead Preordain. All right, there's Ash Barrens. Feel like that's got to be good enough. Just at least hit a land drop. Just bottom top. I don't think I need Augur. I think I'll just attack with Ninja. See, they can't really go for a double block here because I have red mana up. And then I can just... are they going to? Wow, it's greedy from them, but I guess it makes sense. They also can't really let me just like continue to draw. Still think this is fine. I leave up Counterspell and Spellstutter Sprite, and I have another ninja to get going. Yeah, I just don't want them to lead the Stampede here. I don't care about this, I don't think. I can just end of turn Sprite and then get ninja going. So, yeah, countering this is free value, but if they resolve a draw spell, I think that's how I lose. So, I like my line again. Now I think I'm safe to ponder. Okay, let's just shuffle these, I think. Just try to hit a land. I could miss on lands and get crushed. I'm just gonna wait. I'm taking it really slow, but they have one card in hand. They can't really play two draw spells unless it's literally Winding Way plus Lead the Stampede. And again, they're not beating me right now. So I know I'm kind of taking a slow line, but I think I'm taking the safe line. I feel like I'm getting kind of unlucky to not hit lands, but that'll happen. Could play another spells that are out, but I don't think I need to. All right, another land is great. Now I can just go play mountain, attack here, ninja it back. And then if I draw a 1-drop, it's really good. Counterspell is fine too. Yeah. They knew we have another Spellstutter. I have these counterspells up. So that was a good example. I think I was just played that really well, not being greedy, not tapping out for like ponder when I could miss, and just taking it really slow, making sure I can always counter their draw spells. They didn't have a good board presence right now, so that felt great. And we have some really good sideboard. Bringing all the wraths, and I think that's it. Leaving all the burn for sure. Behold the Multiverse is good, but it might just be a little bit too slow. Like their deck is fast, and I don't think like a Foretell and then Scry 2, Draw 2 is really where I want to be. Ninja is also a little bit worse, just because they can start blocking it, but as we saw there, it's like a pretty big threat, and especially backed up with removal spells, it's really nice. I could take out a Spire Golem because that's also a little bit slow. They had a Spider Silk Armor main deck. Interesting. They also bring in Hydroblast sometimes to counter these things, but nothing I can do about that. I can take, I think the last cut is either Ninja, Spire Golem. I think just one of those two. Yeah, I'll just go to 3 Ninja. Ninja also dies to Cannonade, so Spire Golem seems like where I want to be. I can just play the control game with now triple Wrath, 8 Lightning Bolt effects. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. This hand's great. This hand puts a lot of cards in the graveyard quickly, so I can likely just T4 Sandstorm, and I can just find more burn before that too. All right, this hand, because I have Ash Barrens, I actually like leading Ponder, because I can look at what I'm going to draw. All right, well, I might just shuffle this because I don't think I want lands. But I was going to say, if I look at these 3 and there's 2 good cards, I can put them on top, draw one from Ponder, draw one for next turn, and then I can shuffle with Ash Barrens and then Preordain. But I'm just going to shuffle this right now. I don't think I want 3 lands, and that was probably the best draw possible. Wow. And I didn't even really realize they didn't have a 1-drop. I don't know about that. Ninja, okay. Need to get a red source with this. I think I'm just going to ponder again. I mean, drawing Mountain isn't even that bad. Now I kind of do want all of these cards. So, yeah, looks good, right? Even Spellstutter is good. Bolt is good. Yeah, it's just all good. Let's see, I could just Preordain as well this turn. Let's just do that and then top. I know it's a bad use of Preordain, but I want to put as many cards in the yard as possible. It doesn't really matter what order we put them back in. I'm just going to Preordain top. Kind of a weird line there. As long as they don't play 3 elves this turn and make this gigantic, I should be all right. But there was no good way for me to bolt it after Preordaining there anyway, so nothing I can do. If they just go like, yeah, priest into elf, that'll be fine. Sylvan Ranger, okay. They didn't have a 1-drop to start, so they likely don't have another 1-drop. Okay, they do. But that's fine, I can just bolt this. I think I just bolt it, leave up Spellstutter. And then I could always just cycle Ash Barrens. Actually, alternatively, I think I do want to bolt this because it can get out of hand and go above 5 even. So let's just play it safe, bolt this. And then I think I go cycle Ash Barrens right now and then Preordain, just putting as many cards in the yard as I can. I don't think I would need to leave up Spellstutter for anything. I want to get Ninja going after I Wrath anyway. So let's just do this. Yeah. And I'm going to have 6 cards in the yard, but I can just Cannonade next turn. Yeah, these seem good. So one thing to note about this card is it doesn't count itself, so you actually need 7 cards in the yard to make this work. All right, that's fine. And I just Wrath their board. I think I'm just going to Cannonade right now. I don't think it matters if they gain life really, but also they just can't counter it right now. I think I just go Preordain. I don't think I need Fairy Seer. Bottom top. And then Cannonade. And then I still have Sandstorm and these Spellstutters. This should be like a great matchup for us. Alright, I mean, that's actually scary. The good news is, even if they make some tokens from this, this still kills them. Just deciding if I want a Sandstorm right now. Another interesting line would just be to play Spire Golem because this deals 5 damage to each creature without flying. So I can just play Spire Golem, leave up Bolt. I can't counter a draw spell, which is scary. But I can't do that anyway. Could just Sandstorm now and leave them with nothing. I think I'll just let them commit more to the board. Oh, they said BRB. Yeah, I'll just let them commit more to the board, leave up Spellstutters, probably do nothing, and then Wrath next turn. But I'll pause the recording until they get back. Looks like they came back. They're casting Virtual Ranger. I can just let these resolve. I can take 3, sure, and then I can just Sandstorm next turn. I guess they could counter this. So that is actually kind of a problem. I guess I can just flash in a Spellstutter. I guess I should have countered this. No, I think this is still a fine play. Yeah, they're F6'd. Just get a little bit more value out of my Sandstorm this way. And it's, again, looking pretty over. Yeah, because I was going to be able to Ninja back Spellstutter, have double Spellstutter, and Spire Golem. This is just a great matchup for us. 8 1-mana removal spells can kind of break up their combo, at least their engine. And on top of that, we bring in 3 Wraths, and just Spellstutter is amazing. Like, it's just a rough matchup for them. Sweet. Quick 2-0, or not quick round 1, but nice 2-0, and see you in round 3. All right. 2-0 with Blue Red Fae with Spire Golem. We're in Spartano. We're on the play because we're lucky. Let's keep this hand. I'm just going to lead Fjord. Get my red source into play. It's nice to have access to Bolt. Don't need to rush on Faerie Seer. Opponent's on a mull to 5. Could lead Faerie Seer and try to find a ninja, but I can just wait on Faerie Seer, take it slow, start leaving up counter spells. I just like getting the tap lands out of the way. Okay, looks like we're up against Burn. Okay. Now I just leave up counter. Definitely just taking 3 here, not close. Don't care about taking 3. I care about like Thermal Alchemist and Curse the Pierced Heart and stuff like that. Lava Runner. Alright, well I can just bolt that. I'd rather save the counter spells. We'll see if they have another land. Looks like they do. I'm fine with that. Lightning Bolt target me. Resolves. You want to wait on these counters like as long as possible. It gets better when you wait. Like being at 14 I don't think matters. Now I'll play Faerie Seer. Leave up counter. Bottom, perfect. Do not want to draw those. And now we're obviously going to draw Ninja next turn. Come on. Counter this. Whatever 2-drop they were going to play, I was going to counter. Okay, Spellstutter, that's a good one. That can counter 2-drops as well. I actually just play Island so I can have double counter up. I can play this next turn. Now Spire Golem's a great draw. Yeah, Spire Golem's good in this matchup too. Let's go. Oh yeah. And now if they go for Pyroblast, I still have counter up. Spire Golem? Not quite. Okay, well we're pretty much out of gas. We have 1 more counter spell. Opponent's pretty much out of gas too. We have 2 fairies down. Any Spire Golem or Ninja we draw is just great. Searing Blaze. Kill my Spellstutter Sprite. I think I can just counter this. Could be annoying if they like play a Thermal Alchemist or something, but this is actually worthwhile protecting. Lava Spike me down to 0 cards. Okay, well we got flooded. We have nothing else. Opponent at 0 cards. We're at 11. We could lose. Definitely just got flooded. Wow, they're just bolting right now. Interesting. Okay. I feel like that's gonna lock it up because their next spell we can counter. If they draw a land at some point, it's really bad for them. Okay, nice. Ninja? Nice. Ninja into Counterspell. Sign me up. Into Ponder. That's like literally like if somebody was like, choose 3 cards that you want on this Ponder. That is pretty close. Now I have double Spellstutter plus Counterspell, and I'm drawing Ponder next turn, and I have Ninja going. This is over. Sweet. Unfortunately, only 3 Hydroblasts in the board, not 4, but again, all the cards in the sideboard are good. Relic, I think, is necessary, but I don't know how great it is. Just counter this. No reason to play Spellstutter, I don't think. Yeah. Nice. Just a couple blue blasts coming in. I guess that's all I can bring in, but it's not bad. I think Spire Golem's actually good, just because it's a 4 toughness creature that only like they can basically only kill with Fire Blast or by 2 for winning themselves. So very like when I was playing Mono Blue, there was some draws where you're like, turn one fairy or whatever, turn two, counter something, turn three, just tap out for Spire Golem, and it's not too bad. So if our hand is like Fjord into Bolt into turn three, tap out for Spire Golem, that's actually reasonable. A 2/4 flying is just good. Again, I don't know if I have time for this in this matchup. I think I want all my Spire Golems. I can take out one Ninja. That just puts so much pressure on them. I could take out like another cantrip even. Just have more gas, but again, I like finding these. Do I take out Spire Golem? Oh, it's just so good. Don't want to take out Counterspell. Don't even want to take out a removal spell. Killing their creatures is so important. Could take out a Faerie Seer. Yeah, I like that. This can't really trade with anything. And all it does really is set up Ninja and be another fairy for this. So I don't like it that much. I like this. I do like Spire Golem a lot. Okay, this hand's fine. We can cycle on turn one to get a red source. We can augur on turn two. On turn three, we can bolt and put in Ninja. It's not like perfect. Like we don't have double or triple Hydroblast, but we have a decent curve. Turn one, set up our mana. Turn two, augur. Turn three, Ninja plus bolt. Opponents on the mold of 6. A lot of times when I face burn, recently I felt like they've been keeping 7-card hands, but that deck has to mulligan a fair amount of the time. You know what? I'm actually not going to Preordain. I think I'd rather get a red source. In case they Thermal Alchemist or something, I could consider just bolting it now. So I think setting up my mana is better than Preordaining. I know I could Preordain into a red source, but if I cycle Ash Barrens now, I can play an untapped red source later. So yeah, I like cycle Ash Barrens to start here. Wow, Kaldheim Marauders. I mean, I can't counter it. I am going to probably have to chump it. I could bolt it, I guess. But I don't really want to take 5 off that card. It's annoying. So I get my mountain. And let's see, I don't know what I'm going to do. Wow, Spire Golem is awesome. So I think a good line would be to play Augur here and then just block and just not worry about the Ninja till later. But they have 3 cards. I kind of like bolting this and then Preordaining right now. It makes me slower on Spire Golem too, because I could play Island, play Augur, and then keep playing Islands, but I mean I could save my bolt for like a Thermal Alchemist or something else. I'm scared of going Augur, and then they go land, Searing Blaze, I go down to 13, then I get attacked down to 10, and then this triggers down to 9. That's a lot of damage, but if I bolt this, they can't really Searing Blaze anything. They have to hold a land in hand. Yeah, I'm going to go for the bolt play. Feels bad, but is what it is. Well, Island's not bad. I think it's not good enough. It's bottom top. Just bolt this now. Feels always bad to use a removal spell on a Kaldheim Marauders because you got 2 for 1. They paid 2 mana, they dealt you 2 damage, and you still had to spend a card. Yeah, it's just annoying, but that's kind of like what this card is supposed to do, right? That's the entire point of that card. So now I think I'm just going to play Augur, then play land, and leave up Cycle Ash Barrens. I could hit a Hydroblast on here, which would be the best hit. There it is. Nice. It's just the best card in my deck. I'll take it. And then I leave up Hydroblast and leave up Ash Barrens as well, for what it's worth. Might not Ash Barrens right now, though, but now I'm feeling decent about this game. I'm going to just go to block. I don't want to use my Hydroblast on this, and I'd rather just get rid of my Augur, and I can Ninja later. Like Spellstutter Sprite should still be good, and I want to leave up Blue Blast for something like a Curse or something that actually matters. Feels like I've stabilized at a relatively high life total here, though. All right, so now I can just cycle Ash Barrens. I know they could like double bolt me here, but then I still have this for future spells, so that would be fine. Yeah, Spire Golem is just good. Just pass the turn. Leave up double Spellstutter or Spellstutter plus Hydroblast. We go down to 13. I just thought of the interaction of this plus Ninja could be pretty sick. I don't know what deck that would be, but you turn 2 Marauders, they take 1, then you attack with it, Ninja it back, they take 1, then replay Marauders, and you're just like triggering this a bunch. Plus, it's kind of hard to block because it's a 3/3. Oh, Skewer because of the Marauders trigger. I'll just let that resolve too. They can't really play another 1-drop into Spellstutter Sprite, and I couldn't Spellstutter Sprite because this is CMC 3. Suspend Riftbolt here? Or are they casting something? Casting a 1-drop Chain Lightning? Yeah, I'm gonna easy Spellstutter here. And then I have another counter up. Feeling great. They only have 2 cards left. And I can get Ninja going now. Another Spire Golem is great too. Because now these cost just 2 mana. Yes. Alright, I'll just pass. Could have played a Spire Golem there, but if I draw another island, then my Spire Golems cost 1. So I'd rather wait for that because I want to leave up double Counterspell here. They're a little bit flooded on just 4 mana, so now I run out of Spellstutter. I have a Blue Blast still. I can get second Ninja going if I want. They're down to 2 cards, so feeling like we're moving into the 3-0 bracket. Just gonna get another Ninja going, try to draw another island. We didn't. All right, I'll just discard this Augur here. I'd rather just leave up double Counterspell than do anything else. I have 2 ninjas out. I don't need more pressure than that. I can just let this resolve and then end of turn Blue Blast it with counter backup. So it's kind of a play that I like to do. It doesn't really matter. You can counter it when it's on the stack or just kill it with this. So either way works. No reason to even Spellstutter, I don't think. I'm just going to start by attacking. Ninja's just so good. Another Spire Golem? Island now? Well, let's try to find an island. We do. Now I can just play some stuff out, go for the win next turn. I'll just leave up one counterspell, I think. They can't, I don't think they can beat this. I don't think they can kill us with counter up. And then this way we have lethal. With 3 cards in hand and a counterspell, I don't think they can get out. Like I can just let this resolve. And I can just always have counters up. There's no way with 2 cards. Like if their cards were Bolt Fireblast, I can counter one of those. Fiery Cannonade. I guess I just counter it because they're tapped out. They can Fireblast me with their last card, but that's not lethal. And now I have lethal. Sweet. Nice. Got the Burn Menace 3-0. Let's go round 4. All right. Welcome to round 4. We're 3-0. We got the Philo Dream alive. I'm going to keep this hand. This hand looks good. God, these snowlands are just like, I thought they were going to be really good, and they're even better than I thought. And No Art Forest, brutal. Looks like we're up against Stompy most likely. Gonna lead tap land, get our red source down. Pass. I think definitely better to get a red source down than play a Ponder there. Turn 2, I can consider leaving up Spellstutter, or I can just maybe go Faerie Seer plus Skred, depending on what they do. We'll see what the opponent does here. They can just like play some Burning Trees out. Yep, so this is Stompy. The reason I thought it was Stompy is just because their art came in. This is actually cool art. Because they led Nettle Sentinel. Usually Elves doesn't want to lead Nettle Sentinel. They want to lead their other mana producing elves most of the time. So going Forest Nettle is most likely Stompy. Wow, that's aggressive leading Riverboa without Regenerata. They might not have any more lands, but I'm 100% going to just kill this now while I can. Skred's not even bad either, but I think I just go Faerie Seer plus Skred this right now. Definitely. They're just F6'd. As weird as it is, I think I need this land. Don't know if I need another ninja. It's not bad, but I think I just want to find more bolts. Playing out the Riverboa is just so aggressive from the opponent. Now I have to decide what to do next turn. I mean, leaving up Spellstutter is most likely the best play, but the opponent could play around that pretty nicely. Probably just going to get Savage swiped here. Okay, not yet. I guess I still could have gotten Savage swiped. Rancor is a good card. This card is tough to deal with. Man, this draw from the opponent is hard to beat when I'm on the draw. Without like multiple bolts. Kind of need to just play Augur. I don't think I can really have the luxury of getting Ninja going this turn. I could lead Ponder, then I can guarantee a hit on Augur, or if I just find a bolt, I can just fire off a bolt like now or during their turn. I think I like leading Ponder. All right, there's Skred and Spire Golem. These are not bad. Counterspell's good too, but yeah, let's just draw Skred. Shuffle your library, no. Play Island. So I just get blown out by like vines or something. If I wait. But also then, am I far enough behind? This is what I'm thinking. Am I far enough behind that I have to risk waiting on Skred? Because if I wait on Skred and they just go to attacks and I Skred the Burning Tree, then they don't get to replay Rancor during attacks, so I save life in that way. And I'm at 12. If I can prolong the game, I get a bigger advantage. If they have vines, I lose, but if they don't have vines, I have a much better chance to win. So I think I'm just attacking, passing the turn, and then once they declare attackers, I'll just try to Skred Burning Tree. I can't really afford to just take that much damage. If I Skred on my dog mailman, I'm sure. If I Skred on my turn, here, let me just pause. Okay, that was the mailman. So I gotta get back into this. Where are we? It's opponent's turn. It's their beginning to combat. I'll let them go to combat. And I have to just hope no vines. Hunger of the Halapack won't save their thing. So I just go for this now. Again, this saves the most damage. Yeah, and it looked like it worked. So we didn't get punished, at least not yet. And now if they have a 2-drop they want to play, they can't even recast Rancor this turn, and then maybe we can counter it. But they're just recasting Rancor now on Skargan. That's actually a problem too. I mean, that would have been true. That would have been a problem regardless. This mountain is actually killing me with this Spire Golem. I think what I do is I play mountain. I know I have a counterspell on top, so I'm guaranteed to hit. But if I hit a burn spell, then I I'm actually in an okay spot. So let's go Mountain, Augur, hope to hit a Lightning Bolt. Nice. So now I get Skred. I'm going to let them attack because they didn't have vines before. So they're unlikely to have vines again. So I can just go wait for attacks and then Skred this. Now I don't even think I attack with Fairy Seer. I can just double block a Nettle Sentinel too. Yeah, this is feeling good. Savage Swipe. The Nettle Sentinel targeting my Augur. I mean, I have a couple options here. By that I mean I have two, I guess I have three options. I can Spellstutter Sprite the Savage Swipe and have my Spellstutter in play, but then I'm taking 4. I can just let this happen, and then I can try to chump the Nettle, Skred this. But then I don't get to kill Nettle Sentinel. I can also just Skred the Nettle Sentinel right now, but then I don't have any outs at the moment to the Skargan because I can't block it, because creatures with power less than Skargan cannot block it. So I don't like that last line. This is a tough decision. If I Spellstutter this, I have to take 4 this turn going down to 4. But then I can double block Nettle, I have all my creatures around, and then I can still Skred this next turn. Alright, this is more mana efficient too. Let's go for it. I can Spire Golem plus Skred next turn. If they have another good 1-drop, I could get blown out here, but even if it's Rancor, I don't necessarily get blown out. Alright, vines from the opponent, we die. I can't block this again, so I go down to 4. Nice, didn't die, that's good. And we draw what? An island, which is actually a good draw. Makes our Spire Golem will cost only 2 mana, which is definitely relevant. What I can do is I can attack with Spellstutter Sprite and then ninja it back to my hand, and then just leave up Skred and Spellstutter Sprite. Not play ninja, or not play Spire Golem this turn. Or maybe if I draw an untapped island, I can even do like one more thing. So I'm gonna go for that. I think that's better than attacking with Augur. Let's attack with this, ninja it back now. Yeah, this is looking good. Yeah, Island is a great draw because now I can go Island, Spire Golem for... Oh, damn. No, I can't. But I still play Island. I thought this cost 1 less mana. I gotta be more careful here. But yeah, this is good because now I have Spellstutter and Skred up. So I can even play it safe and go upkeep Skred this. They can't have drawn vines yet. And then I can counter Rancor on the way back down with Spellstutter. Yeah. That's the line. Let's do it. They definitely don't have vines because they would have just been able to kill us. And I don't want them to draw vines. I guess I could have just Skred on my turn too. It's like the same thing. So they have Rancor in hand, the card they just drew, and 1 unknown that was sitting in their hand. Vault Scourge. I don't think that I care about that. I'll just let that resolve. I want to Spellstutter the Rancor. Yeah, they know I have this. Deal with that Rancor permanently, and now I think we're pulling pretty far ahead at this point. Now I can play a 1 mana Spire Golem. So I think I attack with just Spellstutter and Ninja. I think that's plays it super safe. They'll probably just trade Nettle for Ninja. I could not attack with it, but I think I like just making their board even smaller. Then I just do this, leave up Counterspell. And again, feeling great. Metal, that can resolve. I can beat that. I just want to counter things that I can't beat at this point. Lightning Bolt. That's great. I think I just attack with these two. They can trade for my Spellstutter here if they want. I like just leaving up this Lightning Bolt. I can get more value out of it that way. I'm not scared of like a Hunger or something. You're just playing a 1/1 Skargan. I think I can just let that resolve. I could just counter it. Yeah. It could just get out of hand potentially if they pump its power somehow. Like they fight through a couple of counter spells and then they pump this power and then I can't block it. I could die. Another land is not good. I think I just hold Bolt in hand and just still only attack with these two. I'm not in a rush. I'm gonna play this land just because it's a tap land. I'll have more mana next turn in case I like draw Ninja into something else. Okay, just playing really conservative here. Could have attacked with one more creature, but I like this line. Feeling pretty safe. Have Bolt, and that should lock it up. Now I just attack with all of these because I can play another Spire Golem. And we still have Bolt up. So I'm not sure there's anything they can really do here. Like even if they Rancor this, I'm fine. They going for Elephant Guide. Oh, just Burning Tree. Doesn't do anything. I think this should be a good matchup for us as well. I think this deck is really strong. I think this, Blue, Black, Fae, and Tron are the three best decks. I think Tron is still probably the best deck, but I think this might be the second best deck. Okay, I'll just untap. We get a lot of packages. I don't want to slow roll the opponent here, so I'm just going to attack with all of these. If they block, they go to 7, then they don't die. I guess I just attack with these. We drew a lot of lands here at the end, but this should be enough. I mean, if they block here, they survive, but then I still have Bolt up. I'm not sure what they could draw to get out of this. Nice. Cannonades and Sandstorm, let's go. I think that's all I want again. These Behold the Multiverse, we have never drawn this. Is something going on with Magic Online, or have I just haven't drawn it? That sucks. I want to cast it, but I still think it comes out in this matchup. I mean, I like this sideboard. I think Spire Golem's actually good, just because it's like a fatty, a chonker, 2/4. Welcome to Pauper, where this is like a big creature. All right, we don't have time to Behold the Multiverse in this matchup. I think Behold is like best in the blue matchups. Yeah, this looks great. I'll see you for game 2. Yeah, the hand looks fine. I mean, we have blue and red mana. A little few too many mana sources, but we have double Bolt and a red source. Buy us time. We have a lot of creatures in our deck that we can find to turn this on. Just having 2 bolts is really nice. If they have a great draw and they come out of the gate with like a double Burning Tree draw, we might just die to that, but that's true regardless. It's not like I'm looking for a better hand than this, and turn 1 Skargan is not that scary. All right, Spellstutter was a fantastic draw. One of the best possible. Wow, Rancor on turn 2. Do they have double Rancor? No. Or they don't want to go for it. Okay, I can beat this though. Another Skargan. Jeez. Skep Mountain. kind of have to just like pass the turn here almost. Take 5. Alternatively, I can bolt one of their things right now. Like, what if I bolt the 2/2 Skargan right now? Plays around like bolt and pump spells pretty well, or pump spells and like protection spells pretty well. Leaving up Spellstutter and taking 5 is tempting. Then next turn I can go Ninja plus Bolt, but I really need to cast Bolt this turn. I think if I just do this, I think I'm actually kind of far ahead, so I want to take the safe line. And if you're wondering, why didn't I bolt the 3-power thing? Because then Rancor goes to the graveyard, goes back, and they can cast it and then swing for 4. So I actually save damage by bolting the smaller thing. Just this card is really strong. And then next turn, I can bolt this and have Spellstutter up. So this is a really nice position for me, actually. Opponent looks to have a pretty bad draw. Leading turn 1 Pit Skulk is not where you want to be in that deck. And I think I go for the upkeep bolt here. As long as they don't have double vines, I should be all right. I went for, because I wanted to make them use mana on their turn, and I figured I could counter vines. All right, well, they do have double vines, which is, I said, as long as they don't have double vines, I should be fine. At least I counter the kicked vines. So they still only get to hit for 3. They use 2 of their vines, and I get to get Ninja going. So I can still definitely win this game. They only have 1 card left, and we technically only do 2, but we get to bring a Spellstutter back, draw an extra card. Yeah. I'm going to just attack. I guess I should have. Oh, damn, I should have definitely played a land first, because if they do something, I want to be able to flash in Spellstutter to counter it. Alright. Because I had to play land anyway, because I'm going to want to leave this up. There's no chance I was playing this. So playing Island first there would have been better. I still can't block this, but I can find another bolt pretty easily. I have 6 left in my deck, plus the 3 rats. No. Okay, Burning Tree is okay. I'm going to flash in Spellstutter end of turn here to get my second ninja going. 100%. I feel like they probably just have a land left. Probably kept a land heavy hand with some vines and like the Rancor's Pit Skulk. Do I attack with both? You know what? I think so. I don't want them to have creatures on the board. So I'm going to attack with both. Offer the trade, as bad as that is for me. They're going to block. They didn't block? Sure. Me getting to draw 2 cards, I think, is well worth it. There's Preordain and Ponder. Just gonna lead Preordain. I'm gonna look for like lightning bolts. Bottom, bottom. All right, now I'm just gonna play Augur. It's a good blocker for Burning Tree. It can help find bolts too. Cannonade, sure. I know that kills my ninjas, but they have to have something pretty decent to kill me here. I can't block this, so I guess double pump spell would kill me, but it's unlikely that they have that. Get to just free block there, go to 5. Yeah, feeling good. Let's lead on Ponder so I can make sure to manipulate my draws. Yeah, this is good enough. Attack here. Draw 2. We know the next card on top after this is going to be Island. Or no, we know we're drawing that Island, okay. I can still ponder and then let's see. I can actually play Augur and then have Skred plus Spellstutter Sprite up. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I guess I can just Skred right now and then Spellstutter the Rancor on the way back down. Then I don't have to discard. I mean, discarding a land doesn't matter at all, but I still like it. Just do this now. Pass. Yeah, because now I can just counter a Rancor. I even have 2 blockers for this. That's fine. Yeah, now it's just an easy counter. Looking pretty locked up. Took my time in this game. Oh, they have Gut Shot? Okay. So they get their Rancor, but I can just double block this. Then they just trade for an Augur. They don't deal me any damage. Even if they have Vines, they don't kill me. They get their Rancor back, and they can recast it, but that doesn't matter. I also have double Ponder here with tons of mana. Sure, lead Preordain. I like to Preordain before Ponders in general. Okay. Just systematic here. Nice. 4-0. Wow, that was insane draws. Again, I think that matchup's good for us. It's not like unlosable, but it's another solid matchup. This deck is feeling like choice. Let's go for the 5-0. All right, welcome to round 5. 4-0, going for the 5-0. Some people might like to split or ask the opponent if they want to split, but no, we go for it the tough way. Evolving Wilds. Okay, this feels like a blue mirror, maybe blue black. I'm gonna lead tap land. That way I can for sure have counter and Spellstutter up on turn 2. Can we draw our Beholds one time? Yep. Blue mirror. Are they blue-red or are they blue-black? Guess we're about to find out. Island. Okay, I guess we're not going to find out yet. Fiery Seer resolves. I think the safest line is actually just bolt this and cast a cantrip. Then I can continue to hit land drops. They have to tap out for something else. Yeah, I like it. Doesn't feel great, but it's also okay, I think. Top. Bolt is good. Land is good too. I feel like they're blue-black, but maybe this is just the mirror. I mean, they're not going to have Spire Golems, is my guess. And they bottom, and they're missing on lands. Wow. They bottomed on Preordain and then they bottomed on Faerie Seer. Maybe they're missing on lands like entirely. That would suck for them. But I'm just gonna bolt now while I can, and then if they even play a cantrip, I'm gonna counter it. Because they're kind of stuck on lands. And if they play something bigger, I can just actually literally counterspell it. I think I go for Spellstutter. Like they can play a hard counter on it. But if not, I get to get Ninja going and they don't have black or red mana to kill it. So it's looking kind of rough for them. Do I Ash Barrens get Island first? It's tempting. Because if I play Ash Barrens just as an actual land, then I can Ninja and leave up Counterspell. But I just don't want to have to do that. I think I'm just going to Ninja right now. I guess they could have Snap or something, but it's unlikely. Just go for this. Okay. I'm just gonna play this and then pass and cycle Ash Barrens. I don't want to get. They might Spellstutter Sprite end of turn anyway here, and I don't want this to get Spellstuttered like for free. Yeah, nice. I was gonna say, like, oh, why do we have to face a blue deck in the finals and kind of get like have a tough match? But then the opponent just got screwed there. They had so many looks. They bottom Preordain, bottom Faerie Seer, and they just could not find lands. GG, no lands. They said GG, no lands with a kind of like a face, and I said yeah. They had lots of looks, pretty unlucky. They're being really nice about it though. No reason to get upset, I don't think. So I don't know if they're blue black or blue red yet. Bringing in Hydroblasts would be a pretty bold play. Let's look up the opponent's name and see if they're always on blue red or something. And then I mean, this is kind of like a tech that I do sometimes. I look up like uh, the opponent's name and see what they usually play. See, like, but this doesn't work. I look up and their last 5-0 was like a month ago. This is December, and they're just playing like black, white, red mid range. It doesn't help me. And even if they were playing blue red in the like last 2 weeks, and I side in Hydroblast, they could be on blue black this time. So it's kind of ballsy to make those type of decisions. But if you want to gamble, you can gamble and you can get paid off. Let's see. Fairy Seer is kind of bad. I think Bolts and Skreds are good. Behold the Multiverse is great, not coming out. Spire Golem's also probably pretty good. It's just like a big dude. Everything else is so good in this matchup too, though. I like cutting a Ponder or two. It's a little bit greedy, but one, they get countered by spells that are pretty easily. Opponent is saying, I think I met you here. You play UR since long time. Yeah, I've played a lot of blue red, but I play all different decks. I could go down to one Fairy Seer, but that's a little bit greedy. Could cut another Ponder, that's also a little bit greedy. Augur is really good. Ninja, I think I can actually side out one Ninja. Going down on a Fairy Seer. Yeah, I think this is good. I only have 17 seconds left, by the way. But I like this sideboard playing. We'll try it. Let me talk to the opponent real quick. Probably played before. This is a snap keep. All right, opponent with no one drop. I think a lot of people do side out some Fairy Seers. I think siding out all of them is pretty greedy. Opponent's probably just typing to us. Opponent's really friendly and wants to talk after the match. I love it. You know, if you have anything you want to say, you know, just comment down below on this YouTube video. You can always, you know, comment on any of my videos. I respond to pretty much every comment. I like talking to people about card choices or, you know, what deck I'm going to play next or where I punted or whatever. Okay, let me just make sure I'm not misclicking here. Let's lead tap land and pass. They're probably just going to ask me about this card, and I'm going to tell them that it's great. And if they're not playing it, that they should be. I think these are just fantastic. All right, looks like opponent's going for a brainstorm shuffle here. If you type in the chat and then try to use the numbered hotkeys to pass the turn, pass priority, it doesn't let you. You have to like click back on the board first. Yeah, so brainstorm shuffle from the opponent. I could just resolve an Augur here, and I don't hate that. Yeah, you know what? I think I like that. I don't actually think it's greedy. Like, getting to resolve this is really nice, especially if I hit on it. Yeah, it's like a free card. It's like a 1/3 body that they have to deal with. This card is actually really good in this matchup just for that reason, how it's like a body, but it drew a card, and a relevant one at that. Um, and like it threatens to get Ninja into play. Okay, this is the mirror. So I'm going to be at a disadvantage here because I did not bring in my Hydroblasts. I didn't know if they were on blue-red or blue-black. But yeah, see, they had to spend a removal spell, and I drew a card. So I'm up one card in that exchange, so that's good for me. And now I can just pass the turn with Spellstutter slash like removal slash counter, whatever I need to do, and cycle Ash Barrens. So I'm feeling great here. You know, I could get second red source, and I think I'm going to, because I could draw Pyroblasts that I want 2 red sources for. So I like it. They know about this red source. It's worse if I specifically draw Spire Golem and want to cast it next turn. Could also just get Fjord down, but then I don't have double actual counter up, so I don't think that's right. Let's just play Island, and they know that I have Mountain, so we'll keep that in mind. But now this is the control game here. I think I go for Spellstutter on this. I don't think I really get too punished if they fight. If they fight over this with a counterspell, I could even just consider letting that resolve. But getting this down seems good. It's just something that I can Spellstutter Sprite. I can get on board for Ninja, and I even have a counterspell up. Maybe I just fight back. We'll see what they do here. Brainstorm? Okay, I'll let Brainstorm resolve. Sure. Looking like they're not going to be able to counter this. I guess they could Pyroblast it. Now, because they're kind of tight on mana, I will fight over this. Because if I'm able to get Ninja going, that's like a good way to win. Yeah, this, I guess they might try to kill this. No, wow, just resolved. That's another free card there, so that is great for me. Ponder. I'm going to play Mountain over Fjord. I know that's kind of weird, but I think having more mana earlier is better. Now let's go for Ninja. And the good thing about this line is if they try to Bolt Ninja, I can use Spellstutter to counter it, which is just insane. Yeah, this is looking great now. Ooh, Behold the Multiverse. There it is. First time I've drawn it this league. I'm still not gonna foretell it here. I can foretell it next turn though. Because I want to have Counterspell plus Bolt up here. Faerie Seer resolves. I could have gone to Spellstutter counter that, but no, I like just bolting it or Skredding it. Probably just going to bolt it. Skred deals more damage. Brainstorm. Yeah, just let it resolve. They went one top, one bottom, then Brainstorm. But I still have the Spellstutter. Yeah, I like letting it resolve. I can go for like I said, bolt end of turn on this with counter up. And I'd rather fight over that than fight over just a Brainstorm. At least at this point. I can also, oh, they do have Fjord. Maybe they don't have 4? Okay, well, now I go for Spellstutter because I can counter one, bolt the other one. They could bolt this Ninja now, but what are you going to do? I guess I could just let this resolve and then protect my Ninja. That's what I could do, but I'm not going to do that. Skred, oh, Skred the Spellstutter? Not the Ninja? That seems freaking bold. They really want this to resolve? Sure. That is good for me. Can I foretell and then cast the foretell on their turn? Or do I have to wait one full turn cycle? Cast on a later turn. I mean, their turn is a later turn, so I should be able to, unless I don't understand how it works. So I let their scry happen, and then I just bolt one of their things now to be mana efficient. Fitting that we play the mirror in the finals. But feeling super, super far ahead here. Do I just Skred now, or do I just leave this for now? I think I just kill this. And I'll just draw a random card. Then I might even just foretell this. Okay, now I'm not going to. I'll just pass. I have double counter up. And then if they don't do anything, I'll just end of turn hardcast this. Augur, no thanks. I think this is over. We've just drawn a couple cards off Ninja. We've gotten up a couple other cards, like in it. We've gotten up a couple other cards, like with Augur. They said, "Well, I think you clearly won." Yeah, it's looking over. I don't want to type anything and be rude. I keep missing lands. Yeah, I think it was more just like that we were up cards on exchange. Yeah. I think opponent's just going to concede here. I think they're kind of like disappointed. They're like saying like they keep missing lands. Here, I'm just gonna ask them. I'm just gonna say down 3 o'clock after. Don't want to keep everyone waiting while I'm just typing to this person. Okay, looks like we got the 5-0. 5-0 the hard way. Sweet. This deck is dope, and they were saying, should you play 2 Fjord? And no, I really think you should play 4. I think it's that good. There's so much benefit to it. It's a snow duel, and just the fact that like turn 1 Fjord, turn 2 Island, now I have Counterspell and Bolt Up. The non-duels like Evolving Wilds don't allow that. So sometimes like if you need a red source, you have to get Mountain, and then you on turn 2 you have Mountain plus Island. That's so much worse than having a duel. That's why lands that produce multiple colors make your mana so much better. But a lot of QPs here, a lot of chests. This deck was freaking gas. That was really dope. We never got to foretell or cast this, but I still think it was decent. As you can see in the blue mirrors, it seems like it's going to be really good. This list was tight, and I'm excited to play it some more. I'll probably play some more with it soon. I'll probably try a league with UB Fairies for the next round, and looks like they sent us a message. This is youtube.com/snapbolt. This was a sick 5-0. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Till next time. Peace.